What is up, guys, and welcome back to an episode of the F123 Mobile Racing Career Mode. We're here for episode number 46 today for the Singapore Grand Prix with Ferrari. If you guys didn't miss the previous episode which was, well, it was at Zandvoort, at a snowy Zandvoort, another snowy circuit, but it was dry once again. Super chaotic episode, super fun episode in fact, so definitely be sure to go check that one out. That was a great episode for us, and coming into Singapore, well, there cannot possibly be snow here. It is way too hot, it is way too humid for snow to even possibly form. So we're going to have a total dry race this time around. And now coming to the grid then is going to be Verstappen, Alonso, Perez, Russell, Leclerc, Norris, Ocon, Gasly, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Hamilton, Piastri, Bottas, Sargent, Guan Yu, Albon, Madison, Tsunoda, and us round up the grid. As we go to 5 red lights then for the Singapore Grand Prix here. Lights out. And away we go. We were held there for quite a bit of time, but we actually managed to get off the line decently. Almost false started there, but we are underway nonetheless. Here in towards the first corner here, setting it up the inside here of the Alfa Romeo. We get a bit of a corner cut penalty, but it's not going to matter because we were going so slow anyways here. Through the next sequence of corners here up into P17, then using a bit of ERS to punch our way off the line here. Now into this right-hander here, up into P12, another corner cut penalty, which is not a deal, but now we have plenty of ERS charge just to absolutely send it down Raffles Boulevard here in towards the left-hander here for sector 2, up behind Hamilton here, who's trying to look a move on the outside, on the inside of Hulkenberg there. He got caught out there, and that's going to allow us to send up the inside of both him and Hulkenberg, so we make a bit of contact though, unfortunately, with Gasly, as he was going quite slow there. Not exactly sure why here. We're going to send it with a very, very satisfying switchback there and get past Ocon and Norris. That was a beautiful move there. Up into P7 then, so that was a great move. Very shocked that we are actually able to pull it off. Gasly got all out of shape there on that left-hander, and we just managed to use that ERS tactically, and that paid off massive dividends. We got Stroll right ahead of us here, down this next straight here. Can we make a move up the inside into this right-hander? Yes, we can. Very nice. Up into P6, and now we got the other Mercedes of Russ just up ahead of us in P5. This is, of course, the pre-changed layout, so we are still sticking to this awkward section layout, one must say, but we're going to send up the inside of Russell nonetheless. He actually makes contact on that outside wall there. I'm surprised to see the AI do that. The AI is generally very consistent here. That was very shocked to see him do a mistake like that and hit the wall, but it's very, very nice nonetheless here. Good to see the AI making some mistakes here as we make our way on to the next lap. Then we got Leclerc just ahead of us. We had a great run out of that left-hander here. I'm going to send it easily up the inside of the Monegasque driver up into P4 then with Alonso just ahead of us in P3 here on the outside. Very nice move around the Spaniard there into P number 3 then. And now down Raffles Boulevard we go. Then we are tucked up in the section behind Sergio Perez, the street circuit merchant. Well, not looking too hot at the moment. He's over a second behind his teammate as we speak. And actually, as we speak right now, we're going to send up the inside of the Mexican driver so he can get demoted down to P3 then. So not a very, very good look then for the Mexican driver, making our way through this right-hander here. Verstappen just ahead of us. We're saving plenty of battery just to go full-out attack on him, or if we can just go full hammer at him with just pure raw speed here. He may have almost hit that wall there. May or may not have seen that, but making our way through this left-hander now through the awkward post-Singapore chicane, which who knows how deadly that could have been in this F1 mobile game, or in real life if it stayed around, but I'm so glad they got rid of that. Anyways, tucked up behind Verstappen here. Can we make a move on the inside here? Yes, we can here up to P number 2, just about there as we clattered against the wall there. Verstappen is right behind us there, but we just managed to hold a strong defense off the Dutchman, and now we can focus on pulling away from Verstappen here in towards this under the bridge here under Singapore. Very nicely. We make a bit of contact though on the outside wall. The power unit is not liking this. 27% here. Took a bit of a hefty hit, unfortunately, but we can make our way through. We got a full battery here to spare as we make our way on to the final lap then of the Singapore Grand Prix here onto the first set of corners here. Across the line here. Let's see if we can go for a 3 purple sector lap here in towards the first set of corners here, taking a very aggressive line there down a second gear, taking the very, very sharp line, I would say. I don't know what the right word is, but I think sharper is the better word here. Into this right-hander, 4th gear here, getting oh so close to that outside wall here, really, really brushing against those limits and pushing that ERS there up to 165 miles an hour here in towards sector 2, 25.09 in the first sector, purple first sector, which is very, very good here. Now into this right-hander here, down to second gear. The car, this is what I like about the Ferrari. It is very lightweight, so I'm able to throw it around these corners quite easily here, and probably too easily sometimes. We get a quarter cup penalty there, but using the ERS to counteract that as we make our way into the slowest part of the track. I think you're down to second gear, then clipping that apex here, now onto the hairpin here. Nice move here, up down to second gear, cranking that steering wheel lock, and now using that ERS to punch our way out of that corner here in towards sector 3. Then let's see if we can get a good run out of this right-hander here for that short run towards the next sequence here. That's actually pretty liberal with the track limits over there, so very nice by the game here in towards this right-hander, and now the left-hander here by the AWS signs, by the DHL signs here under the bridge, second gear here, crank the steering wheel, and the car looking very, very nice here. Final set of corners that really have to contend with here, using a bit of ERS out of this last corner for a nice punch, and now flat up to this left-hander. That's going to be another win for us here, ahead of Verstappen by almost 8 seconds there across the line. Very, very nice result. 3 purple sector lap complete. That's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode then. Thank you very much.